the highlights of the show for us. How is Cummins transitioning towards the clean and green energy space, and how is that going to be translating into real world products?
So at Cummins, we think that this transition to clean energy is not going to be a light switch event, right? And we look at this as a great opportunity for us. So what you will see at our booth is we have both the technologies. Okay, we have the diesel technologies, okay, and we have something called zero emission technologies. Both are being displayed. Now we have something called HELM.
Yeah.
Okay, so what HELM stands for high efficiency, low emission, and multiple fuel. Okay, so that's a philosophy that we are working with.
Right.
So what we see is, we have let's say, a fuel agnostic platform that we have introduced, wherein with just a minimum changes in the architecture, you are able to operate on different fuels, and then the engine that we are launching have a very high power density. Okay, so something that you will see the L10. Okay, this is being launched here.
Right.
Okay, then we have the LNG, and then we also have the hydrogen internal combustion engine that we launched during the last
Bharat Mobility Show.
Bharat Mobility Show.
What's the level of localization here, and it caters to just India, or it's global in nature?
So I would say there is a very high level of localization as far as some of the diesel platforms are concerned. Okay. Now coming to LNG, I would say there's a fair deal of localization. Okay. We're still dependent on some of the key components because of the volume. As the volume grows, we'll be localizing those components also. Okay. And as far as hydrogen is concerned, I think again there's a fair bit of localization there, and some of these platforms are manufactured globally as well as in India, but the platforms like hydrogen engine, internal combustion engine, that will be specifically manufactured in India, for India and for the world.
Right. Help me understand, what role does Tata Cummins JV play here? This is more of a Cummins play or a TataCummins play? What is the contribution of the joint venture towards Cummins' growth plans in India?
So I would say these are basically some of these engines are basically licensed to JV and some are not. Okay, I cannot be very specific with it. Okay, but I mean that's a play, and it really depends on how our customers want to look at them, how they want to adopt them, and it's mainly is how we work with our customers.
From an Indian context, how do you see the transition towards the net zero?
Well, as I said, the net zero is not going to be a light switch event. However, we have taken a goal of 2050 for ourselves. Okay, and while we are continuing to work to make the diesel technology more cleaner, greener, we are also significantly investing in the new technologies like whether it's a hydrogen internal combustion engine or the FDS, which is a fuel delivery system, which includes the hydrogen tank. Okay, and some of the new technologies like battery and fuel cell.
What do you think about mainstreaming of hydrogen ICE?
Well, I think the mainstreaming of hydrogen ICE might take some time because we need to continue to work on setting up the infrastructure to support the overall value chain, to ensure that the enough fuel stations are available to fill the hydrogen. Okay, and also continue to work on localization of these technologies in India, and also look for some support so that these technologies are palatable for the end customers.
Right. You are a global player when it comes to diesel engine technology. How long do you see diesel from an Indian context, and how clean can we make diesel engines for the future?
Well, I think we follow the government norms. Okay, so government brings in the emission norms. So that we skipped BS5, so we moved from BS4 to 6 directly, and that's an effort. I think that's a phenomenal effort government has made to really close the gap between some of the developed nations, okay, Europe or US, and even I think the Euro 7 is going to completely close that gap. Okay, so that's where we see that how this journey will happen.
How do you see role of India in the global scheme of things? Are you getting more and more responsibilities, more contribution from India?
Yeah, I think India has always played a significant role in terms of the overall global ecosystem. Whether in terms of development of different product, engineering wise, and then manufacturing and outsourcing. So yeah, I think the Cummins has a pretty good setup here in Pune as far as our technology center is concerned.
Right.
I would say that more than 60% of our engineers are working on the global programs. Okay, then we have dedicated teams who are helping our global partners to source from India. So I think it's an ongoing journey for us.
Right. Just lastly, what are the challenges that you anticipate in this path towards net zero from an Indian context?
So I wouldn't say challenges, but what I would say is where we need to focus is how to make this technology affordable for our end customers.
Right.
Okay, and it's a journey, right? And that's where I think the government would definitely come in and help, like they're helping with the batteries and with the FAME-like schemes.
Right,
Okay,
right.
then we'll continue to let's say invest in these technologies and make them more affordable.
Right.
Okay, so I think it's going to be a journey. At the end of the day, it has to make a TCO parity for our end customers
Right.
vis-a-vis diesel.
Do you think you need support from an hydrogen and gas technology perspective?
Well, I think we definitely need support like FAME kind of scheme from the government,
Right.
because I mean that's where we can make these technologies affordable for the end customers, and that's how we can get kick-started, and overall then I think over a period of next several years it will evolve.
Thank you, Nitin. Thank you for talking to
Thank
us.
you so much.